Welcome, Aries, to your September 21st through the 25th reading. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you. September 21st through the 25th, please. You got a well-deserved reward coming out. So you are being noticed for the great things that are going on around you. I do love that. Talking about simply love, giving and receiving. Dreams coming true. Wow. Detach. Feeling like you are detaching from the things that no longer serve you at the heart. That's why exactly what's going on over here. And this is actually keeping you very stable. And you know, the well-deserved reward is because you put in so much hard work at this time. It is really a time, you know, right now to make sure that you remain positive and really keep active at what you are doing, whether it's a love, relationship, work, both, all of the above. How about that? Because you have significant efforts over here that are really, really almost like a building. It's like building blocks for you at this time. And you're really going to feel, excuse me, you're really going to feel like the cooperation of people around you because of the simply love around the situation and the giving receiving is actually coming together. So your business, you know, deals and things like that are very favorable at this time where you feel like people are really listening and really paying attention to you because of the well-deserved reward. So it's definitely, you know, a time of where people in communication and everything is really increasing around you. Okay, so if you felt like socially at work, they weren't listening, they weren't doing that. Now all of a sudden it feels like, you know what, I was building blocks the whole time. They were paying attention. It's just it felt like they weren't paying attention. So definitely feeling like everything is more favorable within the next couple of days. I love it. Really having this coming together. There's no, you know, you have the detach. I'm not going to do this way or that way anymore because you know what? There's no reason to do that one anymore. Yeah, right? So with the magic and where the magic is beginning over here, it feels like, yeah, you know what? I'm inspired by all the little things that are doing. And then it's coming underneath the detached because you're saying, you know what? I'll just let that tower piece crumble because it wasn't working anyways. Because now what I'm talking about, now what I'm seeing is going on where I thought there was going to be a tower. It's actually saying, no, you're building blocks to make a new empire. Wow. So you can patiently plan on this situation as through the giving and the receiving because now people are actually giving you the respect, actually listening to your ideas, and actually cooperating with you. So you're really going to feel like there's a lot of cooperation to get to your Nine of Cups. This is where your dreams are coming true, but these are the dreams that you have for yourself, right? Even if they're dreams for yourself of what the company should be, it's, you know, it's going that way. However it is. There it is again, a Three of Wands. Or a Three of Coins, excuse me. You should have a Three of Wands too. I'm just going to say it. Yeah, definitely looking out there, having your ships coming in. But with the Three of Coins over here, it's saying, you know what, because there is all of this recognition, you know, there could be two other people that I thought were getting, you know, all the attention where the attention needed to be focused on what I was saying. Now you're going to feel like you're the main focus of the situation, especially if you're at work and you know that there's two other people over there. This is just an example. If it's not yours, you can throw it away. But they're getting kind of examples, they're giving, yeah, maybe examples of how the work should be done. But you already had put your work in. So they're being recognized. Now it's saying, nope, you know what, we're going to come back around because we actually were paying attention, and this is where you're going to find, no, they were actually paying attention to what I'm saying because there's an emphasis now on the subject where you're the main person that they're actually going to pay attention. They don't want to talk about Mike and Steve over here anymore, right? Because I listened to what they had to say, and it did feel like they were the main focus. But now, at this time period, you're saying, oh, now you're looking at me. Now you see where I was, you know, where I was coming from. what I was doing, right? Absolutely. So there does feel like, people will be more reliable on what you're saying and the things that you were doing. So now you don't have to worry about detaching. You don't have to worry about changing the plans. Maybe that was, there was a time where it was like, you know what, you weren't listening to me. You're not doing what you're supposed to do. So I was going to detach from this situation. And instead, what you're going to do is detach and say, okay, those that didn't work favorable, I'll just let it go. And that's what you're detaching from. It is more of things and ideas that you said, oh, okay, well then I won't. And I think that's where it's going to come in, guys, because it felt like they weren't listening to you. So you're going to change. It feels like it's a switch up. Like, okay, fine. If you're not going to be interested in the conversation, I'll detach from that, even though I put all my heart and soul into it, and I'll patiently plan something else. But now it's saying, oh my God, it's coming back. Look at what happened. So the effect of what you put in is now increasing, so you don't actually have to let that go and change it. Even though it'll be in your mind. There's the Three of Wands. And I said it there. Where's my Three of Wands? Look, the Three of Wands says there it is, because I do see the ships coming in now. So I don't have to try to reorganize this anymore. Yeah, because you were patiently planning on, well, shit. Well, because there was a sensitivity that's going around this as well. So now it's just going to say, oh, well, now I see what you're saying. Okay, I won't. Don't touch it. Don't touch it, Aries. Don't touch it. And it's a beautiful Aries card. Don't touch it. Because now it's saying it's all in my favor. How did it happen? Yeah, because I thought they weren't seeing my proposal. I thought they weren't going to take what I wanted. I thought they weren't going to move through me, to me, take this. Take anything I wanted to give, or they weren't going to give anything back to me, however it is. But see, we have the giving and receiving. So actually, yeah, now they're saying it's favorable. I take in all the considerations and make the opinions, and they're taking your opinions. That's opinions. They're taking your opinions from the conversations, and they're looking at all the things that you did, and they said, oh, well, Aries said this and that and that and this. You could definitely be talking about a Scorpio over here, and it could be two different factors, because remember, we have two other people over here talking, and maybe those are even bosses, right? Take it how it resonates. But however it is, you have those two factors coming together, and they're saying, oh, well, it's going to be that way. If it's not a work friend, it could even be relatives, right? It could be your wife. She's not listening to you, but maybe she listened to mom. And you're saying, stop listening to mom. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm doing this, right? Everybody's story is a little different. But it's definitely having the transition to get you back on your divine essence of the situation, because now it's going to show the transition. This is going to be a different kind of detach from this one, because even though it's the death card, this is different because now it's showing I was going to let go of this and detach from the situation, but this one's saying nope, because now it's transforming into the area around the 24th, 25th. I can see it actually transforming for the stability of the situation. And this is going to bring the vitality back to the situation, giving it more discipline as well. So you're going to see everything starting to improve as it's starting to go through this transition. And you're going to notice everyone's focusing. There's a lot of focus, right? 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, a lot of focus going in on what you had originally done. But they didn't want to focus on you at the time, but now they're saying, oh, okay, because everything is now improving at your area. So it's almost like you kind of groom this into being, and you just kept, almost like kind of like still brushing it, and they're saying, no, so maybe some ways you can feel like maybe you groom them into the understanding. But it was going to take a while, right? But it was almost felt like it was because of the tower and the detach. Yeah, I felt like, yeah, it wasn't in my favor because they're not listening. Oh, no. A star card. Well, now they are. And so now you can feel like, you know what? This is where it's all going to shine. And this is where I get the opportunity to shine. And this is where they're actually going to put you in the starlight and say, oh, I see what you're doing now. So this is going to increase the activity of what you are doing, increase the communication, and allow you to get back to where you had originally planned to get with them actually on your side. Right? It was like, oh my gosh, and finally, how long was it going to take before you either weren't listening to these two people, right? And now start focusing on what I was telling you could work, would work to be, right? So there's definitely more interest in that. So, yeah. And that will be a good thing for you. So you'll have the desired results that you were looking for to achieve. Even if it's slow, right? Even if it's slow, you're going to see it though, right? It might even come in so slow, but it'll be a little shocking, right? Because you're going to, how could it not be shocking? I mean, look, we have the tower. That's a shock in itself. It's saying, oh my God, you shocked me. You're actually listening to what I was doing, and you're actually inspired by something that I said. Oh, or are you actually listening for, I said it last week. Oh. Yeah, well, it's definitely going to be a shock and awe. That's for sure. We know that. Okay, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.